Hey, and thanks for watching my video. It's really appreciated. I mean, after all, you're the reason I make these videos. Anyway, if you do enjoy it, please take the time to scroll down a little and smash that like button. And maybe if you want to do me a really big favour, you could even subscribe. So, without further ado, let's get on with it. Julia Fiona Roberts is a famous actress, producer and model. She is 5'9" tall and weighs around 126 pounds, with light brown eyes and dark blonde hair. Nothing there that you didn't already know, I'm sure. According to Celebrity Net Worth, her value is a cool $250 million. I'm pretty sure that's enough to scrape by on. Julia Roberts was born on October 28, 1967, in Smyrna, Georgia. Her father, Walter Grady Roberts, was also an actor, and her mother, Betty Lou Berdamus, as well as being an actress herself, was also an acting coach. Julia's parents divorced in 1972, and her father died of throat cancer, aged just 44. Julia's older brother Eric was born in 1956, and is also an actor. Her eldest sister, Lisa Roberts Gillian, is an actress and was born in 1965. Julia's stepsister, Nancy Motes, was born in 1976 and worked as a production assistant, but she sadly committed suicide in 2014. Julia has actually been married twice. Firstly to country singer Lyle Lovett. They tied the knot in 1993, but divorced again in 1995. Her second and current husband is cameraman Daniel Moder, who she married in 2002. Julia has 3 children with Daniel, 2 boys and a girl. Her daughter Hazel Moder was born in 2004. Eldest son Phineas is Hazel's twin, and was also born in 2004, obviously. Youngest son Henry came along in 2007. Now Julia splits her time between 3 beautiful homes, one in Manhattan, New York, Green Mansion in Los Angeles, and her home in Taos, New Mexico. She's not a car fan by any means, but does own the obligatory celebrity car, a Toyota Prius, as well as a Mercedes GL. Now Julia was the first actress to be able to command $20 million per movie, and she owns her own production company called Red Om Films. Red Om is her husband's surname in reverse. She won the Academy Award for Best Actress for her performance in Erin Brockovich in 2000. Roberts has also been nominated on 3 other occasions, and has 3 Golden Globe Awards. And now we come to those top 10 movies. It has to be said that Julia's striking looks and amazing smile helped her get the lead role in Pretty Woman, but movies like Erin Brockovich prove that it's her outstanding talent that maintains her popularity. In 10th place is the chick flick Valentine's Day. It made $110 million in the United States and went on to gross over $215 million worldwide. Julia was joined by stars including Jamie Foxx, Anne Hathaway, Jessica Alba and Bradley Cooper, to name but a few. Filmed in Venice, Los Angeles, with a budget of around $50 million, the movie was directed by Gary Marshall, produced by New Line Cinema, and released in the USA on, surprise surprise, February the 14th, 2010.
When I was a kid, most of the advice that my dad gave me was crap. There's one thing that he said that was pure genius. He said, if you ever are with a girl that's too good for you, marry her.
More than a dozen Angelinos navigate Valentine's Day from early morning until midnight. 3 couples awake together, but each relationship will sputter. Are any worth saving? A grade school boy wants flowers for his first true love. Two high school seniors plan first time sex at noon. A TV sports reporter gets the assignment to find romance in LA. A star quarterback contemplates his future. Two strangers meet on a plane. Grandparents, together for years, face a crisis. And an I Hate Valentine's Day dinner beckons the lonely and the lied to. Can Cupid finish his work by midnight? At number 9, taken from a novel and based on a true story, comes the feel-good movie Wonder, co-starring Jacob Tremblay, Owen Wilson, Isabella Vidovich, Mark Doslow, and more. The movie grossed more than $130 million in the United States, and went on to reach close to $250 million worldwide. Filmed in British Columbia, Canada, on a budget of just $20 million, the movie was directed by Steven Chbosky, produced by Lionsgate, and released in the USA on November the 19th, 2017.
And the word supposedly.
What?
You said that science is supposedly really hard. Twice. The word supposedly, with a D. Maybe my mom can homeschool you too.
Based on the New York Times bestseller, Wonder tells the incredibly inspiring and heartwarming story of August Pullman. Born with facial differences that, up until now, prevented him from going to a mainstream school, Augie becomes the most unlikely of heroes when he enters the local 5th grade. As his family, his new classmates, and the larger community all struggle to discover their compassion and acceptance, Augie's extraordinary journey will unite them all and prove you can't blend in when you were born to stand out. Next, we have one of Julia's most celebrated performances with Erin Brockovich. In this movie, Julia teams up with the likes of Albert Finney, David Brisbane, and Pat Skipper, with a cameo appearance by Erin Brockovich Ellis herself. The movie grossed over $125 million at the box office in the USA, and went on to surpass $250 million worldwide. With a filming budget of around $50 million, the movie was based in Hinckley, California. It was directed by Steven Soderbergh, produced by Universal Pictures, and released on March 19, 2000.
Counselors?
Counselors? Let's be honest here. $20 million is more money than these people have ever dreamed of.
Oh, see, now that pisses me off.
Erin Brockovich Ellis is an unemployed single mother, desperate to find a job, but he's having no luck. This losing streak even extends to a failed lawsuit against a doctor in a car accident she was in. With no alternative, she successfully browbeats her lawyer to give her a job in compensation for the loss. While no one takes her seriously with her trashy clothes and earthy manners, opinions soon change when she begins to investigate a suspicious real estate case involving Pacific Gas and Electric Company. Next comes the rom-com My Best Friend's Wedding. For this movie, Julia co-starred with Cameron Diaz, Rupert Everett, Dermot Mulroney, and Philip Bosco amongst others. In the USA, the box office gross for My Best Friend's Wedding was more than $125 million, and worldwide it totaled close to $300 million. Directed by PJ Hogan, the movie was filmed in Chicago with a budget of $38 million. It was produced by TriStar Pictures and released in the USA on June 22nd, 1997.
Hey, that'll do. Scotty, that'll do. Sorry.
Now remember, it is the duty of the best man to dance with the maid of honor.
Dance. You can't dance. When did you learn how to dance?
I've got moves you've never seen.
Due to a promise made years earlier, a woman is supposed to marry her best friend in 3 weeks, even though she doesn't want to. When she finds out that he's marrying someone else, she becomes jealous and tries to break off the wedding. At number 6, we have Steven Spielberg's swashbuckling take on the J.M. Barrie classic, Hook. The cast list for the movie includes Dustin Hoffman, Robin Williams, Bob Hoskins and Maggie Smith. The movie was filmed in Los Angeles with a budget of around $70 million. As I said before, it was directed by Steven Spielberg, produced by Amblin Entertainment and released in the USA on December 15th, 1991. Hook grossed almost $120 million domestically and more than $300 million worldwide. Peter Pan has grown up to be a cutthroat merger and acquisitions lawyer, and is married to Wendy's granddaughter, Moira. Captain James Hook kidnaps his children, Jack and Maggie, forcing Peter to return to Neverland and a reunion with Tinkerbell. With the help of her and the Lost Boys, he must remember how to be Peter Pan again, in order to save his children, by battling with Captain Hook once more. At number 5, we have another rom-com of sorts, Runaway Bride. Directed in Berlin, Maryland by Gary Marshall, with another budget of around $70 million. The movie co-starred Richard Gere, Joan Cusack, Hector Elizondo, and Tom Hanks' better half, Rita Wilson. Runaway Bride grossed over $150 million at the box office in the USA, and almost $310 million worldwide. It was produced by Paramount Pictures and released on August 1st, 1999.
Wait! Maggie! Go.
Maggie! Maggie! Don't do it! Don't! Maggie!
He's running after her.
He's in pretty good shape, too.
New York columnist Ike Graham elaborates, for once without full fact-checking. The story concerned is one he heard from a barmate of Maryland small-town girl Maggie Carpenter, who left several grooms at the altar, taking off without warning or serious reason. Fearing a legal case from Maggie, Ike's editor and ex, Ellie, fires him. Staff buddy Fisher cues Ike to seek his job back by attempting to prove the alleged inaccuracies and or writing a priceless follow-up piece. And next we have the first of a couple of franchise movies. This time it's Ocean's 12. Co-starring George Clooney, Elliot Gould, Matt Damon and Brad Pitt. As with all the Ocean's movies, it was directed by Steven Soderbergh with a budget of $85 million. Produced by Jerry Weintraub Productions and released on December 10th, 2004. The domestic box office revenue reached just over $125 million domestically and topped $360 million worldwide.
How did you get by the laser field in the Great Hall?
Aha. The laser fields. Well.
They pulled off one of the biggest heists ever, and now they have another job to complete. Ocean's 11, which consisted of Danny Ocean, Rusty Ryan, Linus Caldwell, and others, all thought they would be able to enjoy their money, but someone has other plans. Terry Benedict is still fuming after losing his money and wants it returned. The team now have the job of getting back all the money they spent, or risk being thrown in jail. How are they going to get it all back? By pulling off another amazing plan, of course. The number 3 position is a bit of a surprise to me, but a great movie nonetheless. Notting Hill. With a cast including Hugh Grant, Richard McCabe, Reese Ifans and James Dreyfuss, the movie was directed by Roger Mitchell, in Notting Hill, London of course. Where else would it be? With a budget of around $42 million. It was produced by Polygram Filmed Entertainment and released in the USA on May 30th, 1999. grossing more than $115 million domestically, and almost $365 million worldwide.
Sorry about it.
No, it's fine. I was gonna steal one, but now I've changed my mind. Oh, signed by the author, I see.
Yeah, couldn't stop him. If you can find an unsigned one, it's worth an absolute fortune.
Every man's dream comes true for unsuccessful Notting Hill bookstore owner William Thacker. When Anna Scott, the world's most beautiful woman and best loved actress, enters his shop. A little later, William runs into her again, this time spilling orange juice over her. Anna accepts his offer to change in his nearby apartment and thanks him with a kiss, which seems to surprise her even more than him. Over the coming months, Anna and William get to know each other better. But being with the world's most wanted woman is not easy, neither around your closest friends, nor in front of the all-devouring press. At number 2, we return to that franchise, with the first instalment in the series, Ocean's 11. The usual suspects of George Clooney, Elliot Gould, Matt Damon and Brad Pitt appear once more, of course. Directed once more in Las Vegas, Nevada, by Steven Soderbergh, this time with a budget of $85 million. The movie was produced by Village Roadshow Pictures and released on December 7th, 2001. In the USA, the movie managed to gross almost $185 million, with the worldwide figure surpassing $450 million.
What's the target? When was the last time you were in Vegas? You want to knock over a casino. 3 casinos?
Vegas, huh?
Vegas? Vegas.
Fantastic. The heist is impossible.
Casino security cannot be beaten. You're out of your minds.
Exactly.
Danny Ocean wants to score the biggest heist in history. He combines an 11-member team, including Frank Catton, Rusty Ryan, and Linus Caldwell. Their target? The Bellagio, the Mirage, and the MGM Grand. All casinos owned by Terry Benedict. However, it's not going to be easy, as they plan to secretly get in and out with $150 million. And finally, the number 1 slot is held, yeah, you guessed it, couldn't be anything else really, by Pretty Woman. Filmed in Hollywood, Los Angeles, with a tiny budget of just $14 million, the movie was directed by Gary Marshall and co-stars the likes of Richard Gere, Jason Alexander, Hector Elizondo and Amy Yazbek. Pretty Woman was produced by Touchstone Pictures and was released on March 25th, 1990. Julia Roberts' top grossing movie made just under $180 million in the USA, but more than $460 million worldwide. That makes it a worthy chart topper, don't you think?
I'm sure you understand I'm not thrilled at the idea of your turning 40 years of my work into your garage sale.
At the price I'm paying for this stock, Mr. Morse, you are going to be a very rich man.
I'm rich enough. I just want to head my shipyard.
Slippery little suckers.
In this modern update on Cinderella, a prostitute and a wealthy businessman fall hard for one another, forming an unlikely pair. While on a business trip in LA, Edward, who makes a living buying and breaking up companies, picks up hooker Vivian after stopping to ask the directions. Edward then hires Vivian to stay with him for the weekend, and the two get closer, only to discover there are significant hurdles to overcome as they try to bridge the gap between their very different worlds. Now remember, these are Julia's top grossing movies. There are probably others that people think should have been on there. Let me know in the comments if there are any Julia Roberts movies you love but were not in her top 10.